What up, world? I'm Dudda.
Your boy Buc1.
And you're tuning into the first episode of
Potty My Ventures.
Yes, sir. The lifestyle podcast where we explore self-improvement and also perspective thinking. Today we're going to touch on topics like to spoil and not spoil your kids, generational wealth, spoiling and not spoiling your kids, man. You know, we come from a life where we wasn't too fortunate to have a lot of things.
We was not spoiled. Just say that. We wasn't.
We were not spoiled.
At all.
Not at all.
We couldn't have been spoiled.
But you know, I thought the original idea of it all, you know, was that, you know, we always gonna give what we had better than what we had.
True.
When does that start to kind of like backfire on us, man? Because you know, when I think about it, you know, I love my son, and he got a lot of heart, and he doesn't need to be as hard as I am. But I also know it's certain things, like certain challenges that I went through that he didn't go through, and he's lacking some of that that extra spirit. I think a man needs to survive out here in the world, man, because you know it's not pretty out here, man.
Yeah. But see, you have to teach your children to be self-sufficient, right? See, if they get into the mind frame of, well, I can lean on my parents to help me if I'm fucked up, if I'm doing this, then in their mind, they always need somebody. When I say self-sufficient, I mean that you need to be able to operate and you need to be able to take care of your home and your business by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I try to get the kids to, like, I ain't gonna lie, I try to give my kids as much as I could possibly give them also. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I just have them everything, say for instance, if I help them with their schoolwork all the time, right? So what if I help my kids every night with their schoolwork, I give them all the answers. And then they go to school, they take the test. They fail. Why do they fail? Because they don't know what just took place. All they know is my daddy did all my answers for me. I got 100 on the homework, but on the test, when it comes to you knowing something, you lose. You get an F. The reason why you get an F is because you weren't taught that. See, we gotta be able to give the right amount of balance to where we could give them everything that we never had, and we still gotta give them the right amount of balance to make them want to get everything that we never had.
Yeah, man.
At the same time.
It's such a blurry line because, you know, it's like so fucking hard to draw a line in the sand with that, man. Like, it's on one hand, like homework for instance, man. On one hand, I remember coming home and asking Linda Snowden for an answer, and she made me look in the encyclopedia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my single mom. My man, I love her to death, man. But you know, man, I just remember, you know, they making us do things like they actually challenged us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, because true indeed, like when I remember saying, man, I wouldn't take my child through all that shit just to get an answer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And true enough, I give them the answer or help them look for it anyway. Yeah. But I'm realizing, man, like,
it's not helping.
It's not helping, man. It's not helping, man. And as much as I want to, like, go at it, I guess the angle that everybody in, like everybody on the internet, and you Google it, YouTube it. That shit don't help.
Still ain't teaching you nothing.
No, not teaching you nothing.
Every parent has to have that tough love, bro. If you don't have that tough love, you know you're gonna end up like Mayweather or like how Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? When their kids get in their 30s and they're talking about, oh, I gotta cut my child off. You know what I'm saying? No, the reporters are reporting, oh, Dr. Dre cut his daughter off and say he ain't gonna get Floyd Mayweather cut his daughter off, say he ain't gonna give his daughter no more money because he spoiled her. He spoiled her from when she was a baby all the way up to when she was grown. She didn't know nothing else but to call daddy. Now we are the daddies. You know what I'm saying? So we can't put ourselves in that predicament. We gotta have our kids to where our kids already know either what to do or they know what they've learned from you, and it just kicks in like at a second instance. You understand what I'm saying?
Enough, man. I understand, but at the same time, like they females, you know.
Females too. Not just the boys. You can't be hard on the boys and not be hard. You know how we is. You know how we is.
Yeah.
When it comes to girls, man, we be like, man, that's my baby, man, my girl, man. That's my... Yeah, but you gotta give your girl that same love when it comes to affection. But when it comes to those lessons that she needs to learn, you know what I'm saying, you also don't want to depend on no man either.
Yeah.
Or do you? You want to depend on the man?
Nah, I understand it. So you saying this is basically a good idea for her to know a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. You gotta give them that right amount of knowledge. You gotta be like, baby, okay, you know what I'm saying? I know you might not want to do it, but I'm gonna show you how to cut the grass. I'm gonna show you how to change a tire. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you how to do the male roles to where if you do need to do it, you can do it. Or if you need something, then you know where to find it at.
Yeah.
You don't have to go be like, my car broke. I don't know, I broke down on the side of the road. I need to call my man. You don't need to depend on nobody for nothing. You still want to be self-sufficient. You feel me?
I understand. I could recall a situation where I knew a female who, man, she didn't know jack nothing about the car. Nothing, man. And it was so weird to me because I be, you know, it's like, I don't know when I need to get my oil changed. It's like, how don't you know that? Like everybody knows 3,000 miles.
It's a sticker in the windshield.
You feel me? So like, damn, you know. And it got me to thinking. It was like, do I want my daughter like this?
Right.
Hell nah.
Right. Right. If at the very minimum you teach your daughter like, babe, look at this sticker. The sticker gonna tell you when it's time to get your oil changed. Long as you teach her that though, you still good. You still winning, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather for my daughter, if they feel a jerk or if they hear a noise or if a light come on, for them to call me, I still would rather that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a little bit more of the learning process. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather give them the basics while they're young to where when they get in the real world, they'll know what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing with a lot of people spoiling the kids, and the kids are called, oh, what's wrong with my car? Okay, don't worry about it. I got an Uber coming for you, and I'm getting the car towed. They don't have nothing to do, no worries. Everything taken care of by the parent. But see, when they get to that certain age, now they lost. Now they out there, oh, I'm going to go party on somebody's yacht, because that's all I know how to do. I mean, we speaking about Mayweather's daughter now.
Yeah.
We ain't seen no shots, but
I ain't been on that.
Yeah. Not none of my daughters. You know, my daughters is good. You know what I'm saying? They know to call me.
Yeah.
If they got those problems. You know what I'm saying? That's the tough love that you gotta instill in the kids. Spoiling, honestly, in my opinion, is not an option. That's just my opinion. It's not an option to spoil my kids, bro.
So it's not. It's a level of depriving that has to be done for those lessons to be learned.
I got it hard. I got it out the mud, and I learned my lessons though. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, how they gonna ever know what's right and what's wrong and what to respect and what not to respect? If you don't respect nothing, I had a female before tell me, oh, you ain't gonna pay for my phone bill? Well, fuck you then. I'm gonna call my daddy. I was like, damn, ain't that some bullshit?
That's a lot of bullshit.
That's a bunch of it.
That would have threw me for a loop.
For a loop. I'm like, okay, well, call your motherfucking daddy then. Because I'm not paying that motherfucker. But see, that just only showed me that where her relationship with her daddy was. You know what I'm saying? If you call your daddy to front your bills when shit go bad, that means that you don't have that same self-discipline to know that, okay, I got this bread, I'm gonna pay my phone bill ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then by the time the phone bill actually comes, I don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, it's hard when you get to talking about these kids and
man, I mean,
raising them.
We love our babies, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, it's just one of those things, man. Like I said, it's a hard way to draw that line in the sand because you think about when they come out, man, it's like automatic. You know, they babies.
Yeah.
They babies, man.
Yeah.
We there, we cater.
Right.
We changing diapers, we feeding you, wiping your ass, all that, man. And giving you whatever you need. And it's kind of like we got to remove ourselves from that.
We do.
And then come back at it a whole nother way.
See, one of the main reasons why, I never want none of my kids to be a bum. Like, that's like one of my biggest fears. I want you to do what you're supposed to do. I don't want you to be a bum. I don't want you to be somebody who just still laying up in my crib, you know, at 30 years old, 35 years old, and still don't have your life together. You don't know what you want to do with yourself. I want somebody who's gonna go out there, try. If you fail, you fail. Come back home, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look out for you. I'm not gonna let you be out there on the streets. I'm not gonna let you be out there on the streets, but if you tried that and it didn't work out for you, come on back to the house. I'm gonna let you regather your thoughts and go back out there and try it again. That's what type of parent I want to be. But I don't want to be the type of parent that be like, oh, well, you ain't got to do that. You ain't don't worry about that. I got money. I'm going to take care of you. You sit over here and you play the goddamn game all day.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Man, if you're a man, no. Oh, you can sit right there and you can talk to these dudes all day and play on Instagram all day and go sledding around and all that while I pay for you to sit in my house. No, you're not going to be sneaking people in my house and all of the rest of that stuff. No, it's respect and it's rules, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I need most out of any child. You know what I'm saying? I want you to respect yourself enough to where you would never even put me in that situation. You know what I'm saying? That's where the tough love comes in. That's where when you want that extra stuff that I know I could have got you and I know I still can pay for, I'm going to tell you no. Just because I want you to go out there and try to work for it, hustle for it, try to get it however you can get it. You know what I'm saying? You say, nah, I ain't got it. But I got it.
I mean, if you know the dynamic of it all, you should know that you got it already. It's just that you got to go out there and get it yourself.
Yeah.
I remember working for this lady one time, man. Lady had a thrift store somewhere. Well, I'm not even going to disrespect it calling it a thrift store. It's an antique. Okay. Antique store. So she showed a lot of old things, lampshades and things of that nature, door locks, dials and stuff that wasn't in existence anymore. And I asked her, like, you know, like, man, I was wondering if was she born in no welfare? She's like, hell nah. She worked her ass out. And the cold part about it, daddy had money. Yeah. Daddy ain't leaving nothing. Daddy ain't leaving nothing. Took care of the family. But ain't leaving nothing. She
found her way to wealth on her own.
On her own, as well as her brother, because she spoke for her siblings as well. Which was I guess it started to sink in to me. Like that's when the question actually hit me. Like, are we hurting or hindering them? Like when we, you know, when we spoil them like this, like when we, they ask for it, we give it to them. We make things like out of getting good grades, which is good. Like it's always.
Oh yeah.
Knowledge is.
I reward my kids when they get good grades, bro. I swear to God. If you come home with the straight A's and B's, you get rewarded. If you come home with 1 C and you got the rest A's and B's, you out of there. A D, F for shit show, you out of there.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to be average, man.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be average. To me is actually a B. You know what I'm saying? And the A is above average. That's why I only pay for average and above average. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay for nothing under that. You know what I'm saying? So, say for instance, this is how I do them, okay? If you make B's is $1 or A's is $2, and the older that they get, you know what I'm saying? A B will be 3, and the A will be 5, or then they get real old, a B will be 5, and the A will be 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, my thing is, I reward you for doing good for yourself, because I know, in my opinion, and you can call me wrong if you want to, but you're not going to be asking me for shit if you're doing right. You know what I'm saying? If you get to that age and you still fucking up, then you're going to be asking me for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you taking care of your responsibilities, you know what I'm saying, then you're going to be making money. If you on top, just like how I'm paying you for your A's and your B's, when you get up there, 18, 19 years old, them A's and B's is going to be paying you the same thing as like a job.
Yeah.
The more experience you got and the more knowledge that you know in your job, the more money you make. You know what I'm saying? If you're a below average ass nigga, or you a poor working ass motherfucker, that's what type of money you gonna make. The laborer work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you get a craft, you start making more money. And the bigger your craft is, the more money you start to make.
Yeah, you see that shit as you get older, man.
Exactly.
You know, going for the paper. Think about like
You ain't making nothing if you ain't.
Yeah, man. So I think, man, like, I guess it's safe to say that we gonna spoil them, but we gonna spoil them with more lessons than gifts, right?
That too, but in a sense though too, man, us as you know, us blacks,
Understand?
we don't need to be telling kids by the time you're 18 you gotta get out of my house. You gotta also give them a chance to find what they want to do.
Yeah.
Find out who they want to be. You know what I'm saying? And if they move, making them right moves to progress in the right direction, you can't just boot them up out of the house, bro. Like send them out there to be a bum. You know what I'm saying? Because once you boot them out there, they have no direction or they still trying to work on their stuff, they can't never get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We still got to be the parents that's going to be the parents to where, like, I love you, get yourself together. If you see something to where they don't got no potential, they don't want to do nothing, then hey, that's your decision.
Yeah, my mom never
18,
believed in that.
18, get out. And if you're not one of those type of people, you know what I'm saying, you working towards your goals, give them a little extra time. Let them get on their feet, you know what I'm saying? And that takes a real big play in them being successful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think support is always the best thing,
The
man.
biggest thing.
Biggest thing. So with that being said,
hey D, guess what?
what's up, baby?
Shot clock!
Everybody is on.
Oh shit, what it is?
That's why I didn't do everybody shit.
Appreciate that, man. So, like Martin, man. So man, let's carry on, man. What I want to get into now is something I know we always talk about, we think about a lot, man. But I want to talk about generational wealth, man. Like establishing it. I don't think too many people are really just gung ho on doing that type of thing. For one, because a lot of people, we live in a microwave society. You know, everything is built out fast. Everybody want fucking 5G speed so they can download the album faster. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Scroll through Instagram. Everybody want it like this, like this.
Don't want to do the work.
Don't want to do the work.
Just want to get straight to the money.
But with this particular thing, you can't do that.
Ever.
You can't. It was no way. Like I was talking to somebody, man, and they made a little joke because they always talk about the powers that be. Rockefeller, things of that nature, Microsoft. Man, look, none of that shit was done in a day. Right. None of that shit was handed down either. All these men built their shit from the ground up.
Yeah.
True enough, though, they're men of another race. Some may say they may have better opportunities than most. Certain things that we definitely wasn't getting at the time.
Right.
But the thing of the nature is this, man. I think about Madam C.J. Walker. She built a whole hair empire.
Empire, right?
You know what I'm saying? Off the ground.
And ran. And became the first black millionaire.
Exactly. And so that shit was not overnight.
Right.
You know
But see, what we have to do as a people is we gotta take lessons from people like the Jews, who you speaking of. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Jews own all of the entertainment business, all of the rapping and all of that. They over all of that. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that, you know, what they do when I watch a Jewish community, like they got one right next to my brother's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Jewish community. So you see them walking around on Saturdays, and on Sundays you won't see them. Saturdays is what they call a Sabbath. They off. Nobody does no work. Everybody just commune, join together. They interact with each other or whatever the case may be. But if I have a problem with my house, whether it's my side needs to be fixed, I'm gonna call the other Jew in my neighborhood. Or if my roof needs to be done, I'm gonna call a Jew in my neighborhood. If I want my grass to be cut and I don't want to do it myself, I'm gonna call a Jew in my neighborhood. Plumbing, etc. I.e. till you can't even think about it no more. You know what I'm saying? All the possibilities, they put their money back into that same exact community. And you ride through that community. They got the best houses. They got the biggest cars. They got all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they back and support each other. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking generational wealth. My generation, the Lewises, we gonna be rich. Ooh, the Lewises after me gonna be rich. All the Lewises rich. No, it takes more than that. You know what I'm saying? It takes your people, the background of all your people, to all form and stand behind you and say, hey, we all gonna be rich. We're gonna support him because he's doing this. We're gonna support them because they're doing that. We're gonna support him, them, everybody come up at one time. And when we start putting our money into each other, when we start forming these stores and these conglomerates and all this different stuff, then you have generational wealth. See, a lot of people got it misconstrued. It's like even Jay, you listen to Jay-Z like, yeah, I invest in paintings and whoop-de-whoop. You building generational wealth for just you and yours. You know what I'm saying? What is that helping to, say for instance, somebody marry into the family?
Yeah.
How's it helping them when you gone?
So you saying as a mass, you saying there's no way to just build generational wealth by doing those particular things. You really want, when you say generational wealth, you mean you speaking as for the entire family and its next lines that are coming through, right?
How else can you do it? Say for instance, you got money though, right? So your daddy passed you down a bunch of money,
yeah.
Right? You marry somebody that's broke. So once you marry somebody that's broke, you got to spend your generational wealth to support them and theirs. How you think we fall off so fast? See what I'm saying? Do it make sense or?
It kind of does. It kind of does. I'm thinking about it, man. I got a cousin in a similar situation
see?
Who ran into some money. He actually had I want to say a trust fund. I'm not sure if it was a trust or a hedge.
Yeah.
But he had something put up to where had to be somewhere around like 2 or 3 million.
And he was set up.
Yeah, he was set up.
He was.
Yeah.
As an individual.
As an individual.
But once you bring somebody else into that equation, marriage, whether it be not even just marriage, maybe you have a baby outside of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? And that person knows, oh, he got it. What are they gonna do? Put him on child support or alimony or whatever that they can do to try to siphon that money from under you. Now, you the last heir of the generation, and all your money is gone through one person.
Wouldn't it be solved if you married that person though?
Even if you marry that person, right? You marry that person, they not nowhere near, like they family don't have no type of generational wealth. They broke, they coming out the projects. You marry that person, and then you gotta bring that person up to where you are, right?
Yeah.
So first thing is they're gonna start experiencing things that they never experienced. They're gonna start eating stuff that they never ate in their life. They're gonna start seeing jewelry that they never was used to in their life. You know what I'm saying? They want to get conducive to their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So you have to bring that lifestyle to them full front. Once they people start seeing that, then they people like, oh shit, You acting brand new because you fooling with whoop-de-whoop. I want to just hang out, boo. Now you got to give her money to go hang out with her people because all before then they didn't give a damn about her.
Yeah.
Now they want to hang out with her and she think it's a problem. I mean, it's just a never-ending cycle of the shit.
So
you know
basically what you're saying is, if I have wealth accumulated through my family, I bring someone in. It's kind of hard to keep that going because they're going to siphon that wealth, even if we have a child together.
Hey man, you can take it how you want to take it, but we're gonna speak truth and we're gonna speak bullshit.
Yeah.
When we speak in fact, you know for a fact that if they never been there and they start to experience it, they're gonna siphon that shit.
Yeah, you right. You definitely right.
To the T, as much as possible.
You definitely right, man.
Because they love it. They just want to be, you know what I'm saying? They want to be a part of that. I mean, if you think about, okay, how the gram is set up, right? So a lot of people be like, man, the gram is a bunch of people that be on that stunt and they really ain't got that. Right. They really are. But that's the whole deal though. Like, people want to be there.
Yeah.
When you in the projects and you taking pictures in line and saying that your location is in Miami, but really low key the whole time you're in the projects in your own house next to the bathroom though, that's just your way of saying this is where I want to be. So when people do get that opportunity of being where they want to be at, yeah, they take advantage of it.
Gotcha.
They try to milk that till they can't milk it no more. And if you try to take that away from them, it's gonna be a price and hell to pay for it.
What about this thing? I get that. I can dig that, man. Let's get more to the tune of just building it. Like, you know, how
do we build it?
How do we build it?
How do we get there?
What are one of the ways? Yeah, what are one of the ways we can do it if we have nothing?
Okay.
Like shit, we don't have nothing. And nothing was passed down to us. Like, what are one of the ways we can get to it?
So my main thing is like when we get to speaking about generational wealth and how it makes a impact in our lives. Everybody like, yeah, somebody gotta pass it down to blue. How about you not be that somebody? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In order for you to be that somebody, you have to take that risk. You gotta take that chance. You gotta put money behind yourself, right? If you know something,
yeah, you
believe in yourself and you think that you can make it, you can't just spend and blow your money on stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I say stupid shit, everybody be like, oh, that's what I want to do. But regardless of what you want to do or not, you know what I'm saying? If you want to progress and you want to be at that level to where you can leave something behind for your child, what you need to do, you need to invest in yourself. A lot of people work these same jobs for 5, 10, 20 years, 30, 40 years, bro, and know the ins and the outs. You done move from being the bottom to top level executive.
Yeah.
All that money that you made over the years, never one time in your mind was like, all it take is XXX to set this same exact business up. Not only that, you know what I'm saying? When you speaking to a child, you got your own business and the entrepreneurship mind. All you gotta do is tell them, hey, all you gotta do is X, Y, and Z to make money.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with entrepreneurship, man.
Yeah.
Ownership is a big key.
Very big.
Very big key in this community we call America.
But see, you can't, when you in these jobs, see everybody when they get grown, they don't know where they going half of the time. Like, I don't even care. Like, a lot of people be like, well, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a lawyer. You might jump into the college field, and then while you're in college, you're like, that's too much college. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Right. I mean, shit, that's why some people drop out.
They drop out.
Yeah.
So, you never know what you're gonna do. It's just that the opportunity that you get when it's presented to you, you might go into college saying that you want to be a doctor and end up being a fucking Amazon driver. But while you being an Amazon driver and you sitting there and they teaching you different stuff, and then next thing you know, you start learning the business. if you don't have no type of direction and you have to get into that job field, that job market, your best bet is to learn the majority of what you can learn, maximize what you can learn out of it, and then take that and make that into your own business. Like, say for instance, you could be a fucking butcher at HEB or whatever fucking grocery store. You could be a butcher, right? But then you know how to make them perfect ass cuts and shit like that just from fucking off and not doing what they supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to be doing. You learn all that extra stuff. You take that and then you be like, okay, I'm gonna make my own butcher shop. I know where they getting the meat from. They getting the meat from Larry's Meat Market, Larry's Slaughterhouse or whatever. I'm gonna get my meat from Larry's Slaughterhouse for the same price. I could cut the same slices off and I could make those and I could sell them in my own business, bro.
You know what? I never even thought about it like
that. A lot
that.
of people don't.
Even though I thought about it, I never thought about it like that. I never been working in something and was like, damn, I know this. Why not make a business out of it?
But see, you know what people usually think? They be like, I deserve more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
I can be doing better.
And they go look for another job. Another job.
Right. So your thing is the stuff that you learn on this job, you're supposed to apply that to your own entrepreneurship. If we all did that, bro, would you be sitting here talking about, okay, how do we make generational wealth when you know you can make generational wealth off of okay, we were just talking about Young Dolph and how he got killed eating cookies at the cookie shop or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what if Young Dolph was in there scoping the business out to where he could open up his own cookie shop on the other end of town? You never know, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean, I have no doubt in my head that
it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. Yeah,
it's a big possibility.
It's something that could happen.
So, I mean, it's a business venture. You know what I'm saying? Everybody try to say, oh, this person here is not business minded. That person there is business minded. You are 100% correct. There's some people who do better as being workers. But if you're going to be a worker for somebody who does have a business mind, that has the same likeness as us.
Good direction.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll go work up under a fucking Asian or a white, no disrespect to no race at all, but a black person go work up under them for 50 years and die with nothing.
I think a lot of it got to do with fear, you know.
How can you pass down generational wealth if you work for them people for 40, 50 years and die with nothing?
Well, that's the thing. I think a lot of it has to do with fear. Entrepreneurship is risk taking, and you got to be a risk taker to be an entrepreneur. You can't be one without the other. It's definitely one of those good traits to create generational wealth. So, but you know, like I say, man, some people just fear. Some people like knowing the for sure thing.
Okay.
They don't want to produce it themselves. They just know that shit is automatic.
So what if I present you a startup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm like, man, look, man, I'm about to start up this company, man. I know you've been working over there X amount of time, and I know you know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I need you to come work with me, but in the beginning, it's not gonna be a whole lot of bread. But when this shit take off, it's gonna be a bunch of bread for everybody.
Yeah. And as the person who you telling that to, I got to
know the fear.
Yeah. Cause
I'm over here making this money. I
right
gotta feed my family. I
right
gotta
now.
do this and that. But guess what though? That comes from a person who's never built up or saved nothing though. Anybody who has some type of liquid can take a risk. No matter if you are the owner of the business or no matter if you're gonna be the worker of the business.
Yeah.
If you got some type of money built up, you can take a risk. See, and like I was saying, a lot of people, we take our money and we spend it on other stuff though. Like, we might spend our money on the chain. Oh, I got a chain. I might throw rims on my car. You already got perfectly fucking good rims. Like, your shit was live then, but you just want to switch it just cause I want to switch some shit up. Or I get another brand new pair of shoes because I just got a brand new pair last week that's doing too much, bro.
Yeah, materialism, man.
Materialism, a lot. And that's trying to keep up with the Joneses. Blue, do all this, that, and the other. You trying to be better than the next person. But what does that leave to your kids, though?
Nothing.
If you spend all the money that you work for while you here, if you spend all the money, as soon as you make a paycheck, you live in paycheck to paycheck, you spend all the money that you gain right now.
Yeah.
Where's your kids gonna be?
You right. You right, man. I gotta take a little smoke break on that note.
Yeah.
Get a little lifted. Just to tap in. Because this is my field. I've done a lot of research on it. And I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's so many ways to create this. Now for those people who are afraid, used to the norm.
Yeah.
You know, there are methods for you to create generational wealth without you taking those risks.
Yeah.
And one of those methods, if I had to say, relating to a lot of the things that's going on in today's world, which is a shame, is life insurance, man. Yeah. Like I think this generation doesn't take life insurance policies serious. Like these things are things that are collateral to set up. They basically do the work for you. All you gotta do is make sure you got the money there. Now me personally, I feel like my life value for my family, I probably could only give them probably $1 million policy or something like that when I leave. But it's enough for them to go on and do whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's enough for you to start something, be that a business.
If
that's what it is.
If they start something.
If they start something.
So,
but it's still left for, because with anything else, you got it. Generational basically means that once you pass this on, you just know that it's enough, and it's enough knowledge, enough wherewithal, enough work put in for the next generation to pass that on just as well as you did.
So let me ask you this question then. So do you feel like that your family will be better off where you living, or with your family being better off where you dead?
You know what, man? That's a personal question for me, big man. Because when you ask me that shit makes me think about my mom and a lot of the way she seen things for the way we came up. Now, me personally, I think I'll be better off alive than dead as of right now. Mm-hmm. Because we're still in the building stage. You know, I'm still working on a lot of things. And I don't think it's not what it is as nearly as what it could be.
Right.
So of course, in my head, I'm a manifester. I think I'm going to the mountaintop. I know I'm going to the mountaintop. But if we being real and we talking about it, the shit was to go down today, you know, I gotta live with what I got. Right. And of course, they'd be better off with me being dead. Hence things like shit that my mom used to say, she thought the same way. Mm-hmm. Because in truth of it was true. What I got put in place for you is way more than what I'm providing right now. Yeah. And that's only because we steady living. Bills are steady coming in. You know, housing is steady necessary.
I understand that, but that's only because of, say for instance, you was a thriving business though. So do you think Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos or what's that? I always forget that Tesla nigga name, man.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Do you think Elon Musk and all of them, even after they made it to the big time to where everybody knew who they was, do you think now, after a couple of years later, do you think that their family are better off now with them being here? Or do you think that their family is now with them if they would have passed on once they made it?
Man, you know what? Damn, that's a hard one, bro. You gonna make me think.
Once they made it, because you gotta think about it.
Dang, you gang, big dog.
It's whatever. You getting high, nigga.
Okay. And I think I was just talking about fuck, can't remember.
We was talking about Elon Musk. Man.
Elon Musk. Yeah, man. Those are powerful figures, man. So you got me thinking, cause as a guy, I followed Elon Musk, man. I admire what he did as far as creating things, SpaceX, hell, PayPal, and just knowing what he did with PayPal. Like he was like, man, he was like he gave away money. Basically, let people, gave people referral incentives to build the accounts. Yeah, to build the accounts up so much, man, and to know where he went, know where he came from, and know where he at. Like, hell nah, of course they wouldn't be better.
No.
If
they would have been worse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you would have just made it, you know what I'm saying, and then you would have died, the fucking company probably would have fell off. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But it's a different atmosphere when not only can you be there to navigate every shit in the right way it goes, you know what I'm saying? And then for you to just get there and nobody has no idea how you got there, and then everybody fall off because you wasn't there to set the example. So when I speak of how the rest of these people doing it, will you be better off alive than whether you be dead? That's why I'm so adamant about people being entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Because when you own your own business, no matter how big or how small it is, you still could train a child up the way that they need to know to learn to make money from that business, to where in the end result, they'll still be able to keep that business going. Or if they don't even want it, you might have another child, might be instead of your baby boy, it might be your baby girl. They be learning the whole time, but they gonna take that and they gonna run that business. You know what I'm saying? They gonna elevate that business, and everybody's gonna work together to keep it going. You understand what I'm saying? See, when we get to speaking on that type of magnitude, bro, like you could leave somebody X amount of dollars. Say when you leave Dill $1 million, right?
Yeah.
So Dill has no idea what to do with none of it. Dill young, dumb, and full of cum. And that meal, he takes that, he don't invest none of it. You know what I'm saying? In 3 months, that $1 million is gone. He gonna blow $200,000 in a strip club. He gonna blow $50,000 on tennis shoes. He gonna spend another $700,000 on cars.
But see, that's where that spoiling thing comes into play. What we was talking about earlier. That's why we said we'll install those methods in them. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't give them everything. So the day that they do get everything, they know how to handle it.
Man, I don't even smoke weed. Let me hit that right quick, bro, man. One time.
But anywho, yeah, sir.
He gonna down. He gonna down set.
I'm good. What you say?
Producer, we ready? Alright.
I'm good.
It's your coworker.
Well, you get up.
Get him some milk.
No bullshit. Oh shit, yeah.
No, man, real shit though, man. Like I say, I think that's why we had that conversation earlier, and we was talking about those things about not spoiling them.
Right.
Like that shit you do when you spoil. Like, because you didn't know what it took to even be able to give you this ability to get whatever the fuck you want. You gotta understand this.
Yeah.
So the day that it does happen, you understand why it's this said amount and what you must do with it.
Right.
Because it's a responsibility. It's a responsibility I think we uphold when people that come before us lay foundations down. Even if similar to our family. Your grandfather had a house he worked for. That house is still there.
Yep.
In well pristine condition.
Mm-hmm.
If anything need to be done, there's people here to do it.
Uh-huh.
That's generational wealth. It's generational wealth. Said man, he installed every one of his kids enough knowledge to install every one of their kids enough knowledge to keep this sustained.
Yeah.
That's some dope shit.
This ours. We own it.
This ours.
Yeah.
Uncle Ned,
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Leon,
Mm-hmm.
our property, right?
So that's all we leaving our kids though is a house.
Well, nah, but you know it starts somewhere, B.
Yeah, you gotta make that money
It started.
in order to sustain that house.
You do.
So why not have the business along with the house to where the business is paying for the house. All you gotta do is run the business.
Well, I'm all for it, man. But like I say, you know, in some cases,
Yeah.
some people may not.
Everybody not entrepreneurs. Some people are workers. If you the entrepreneur, right? So say for instance, right, I'm making a decent amount of money, but I'm trying to get to where I want to have real generational wealth, to where none of my kids, my grandkids, nobody gotta ever work.
Yeah.
But I'm stuck at this one little spot right here. It don't look like I'm coming over that spot. I'm right here and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to know that you need a team. You need more than just yourself.
Teamwork.
Teamwork make the dream work. You might not know everybody that have every qualities, but in your immediate circle, you know who got what qualities of doing what. Now, see, people don't think outside the box, right? Say, for instance, we'll think about promotion. Oh, I gotta go get a promoter. I gotta get somebody that knows how to promote and bring the people out, right? But you can't sit there and tell me that you don't know that one person that could hit a couple of people up and have everybody out there every time, even though they not no big name, making big money, woo-to-woo. Like, it could be your little cousin, or it could be one of your partners or something like that. But you know that one person that could bring everybody out.
Yeah.
When they get to telling people, that motherfucker gonna be way more bigger than what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, instead of people going, but hey man, shit, I know you ain't doing too much of nothing, man. Come on, fuck with me, man. Shit, whatever I make, I'm gonna give you a hoop, and then we gonna be good. And then, boom, there it is. Oh, nigga know that one person that just fucking extremely talented. You know what I'm saying? And you want to bring some people and make some bread, be like, say, man, shit, I know you've been trying to do X, Y, Z for a little minute, but you ain't been making it happen. I'm going to just put the money behind it, and all you got to do is come out there and keep everybody hyped. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, it's DJ, rapper, performer, poetry person, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
The talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can be a cook. Anything, the talent. You bring the talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, okay, you know you ain't doing nothing any motherfucking way. Okay, yeah, man, we'll get on and then we'll make boom and whoop de whoop. Even the ones that do get on, it's like, okay, take for instance, like that nigga, Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. What I heard, this is per se.
What you heard?
It's not verbatim.
Every year this shit changed.
Nah, I'm just saying, they were saying that Chris Tucker felt like that he didn't make the amount of money that he deserved. But when he came to him, in my head, like, if I'm seeing it that way, I'm like, if I'm Ice Cube, I'm like, bro, come on, man, come fuck with me, man. I've never did this before. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you X, Y, and Z. If this whole is a hit, if it's a success, we're going to do that, make that, boom, everybody good.
Yeah.
But then when it do take off, it fucking blows the fuck up. Now, you got Ice Cube with a bunch of money, but you already paid.
That's because you ain't see the bigger picture.
Yeah, you didn't see the bigger
That's
picture.
that man.
But at the same time, though, I feel like when the egos and all of that stuff came in, because the nigga was just not recently. Well, somebody said he was recently saying, okay, if he sit down and talk to me, I'd do one with him.
Yeah.
See, if you would have did it from the jump, and would have just been like, hey man, let me sit down and talk to you, man. Okay, we made X and I signed on the dotted line. Fuck it, we're gonna make the part 2, and then this time I won't blah blah blah. But you didn't do that. You caught a fucking fit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to explain to you like the type of people. You know what I'm saying? That gets in the way of that shit. But if we could all just like literally like find each other's strengths and use them to our advantage, and everybody use them, and nobody also be on some, yeah, it's my idea, I'm the one came up with it, I want all the money, I ain't gonna give you nothing, because they got those types too.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't know how to be a worker or a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you already own, then you need to try to start learning how to be a boss. If you trying to get on and somebody bring you there with them, then you need to learn how to be a worker. So it's man, that shit tough.
It's hand in hand, man. I look at it, I'm listening to you, it's hand in hand, bro.
Yeah.
It's in order to learn this. Me personally, I always tell people when I was at my other gig, man, that when it comes to management, I didn't trust the manager that went front line. Meaning, if you didn't go through the same process I went through, then you'll never understand me. Because when I'm explaining shit to you, you thinking from a manager process. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't been in the grind.
You ain't been in the grind.
Yeah.
You didn't build your way up from the trenches.
Yeah.
You kind of fell into some shit because you was already off of some other shit.
Hell yeah.
But, you know, in the same talking, man, like I say, when I'm thinking about that situation, the Chris Tucker situation, I heard John Witherspoon say, shit, nobody got paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, basically, though, but before then, how much was they all making?
Exactly.
Nothing. Nobody.
Nobody had.
None of those actors, not one of them, was a big star.
No.
They acting like they A-list. None of them was. Ice Cube wasn't either.
Yeah.
But he wrote and produced it and all that stuff, so he's gonna get a bigger take regardless. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, he took a gamble on that. He risked.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody that played a part in that, he was an entrepreneur. Just like every actor that played a part in that fucking movie was also an entrepreneur. There's a bunch of comedians, just regular actors. It was whoever was in the fucking movie that was trying to just go ahead and be big, be a big star.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, in the same sense, like I'm saying, like when we speak of generational wealth, we all gotta find people with those certain talents, bro. You know what I'm saying? When people do get enough money, like a little money, not big money,
yeah,
like enough money, like I said. When people get enough money, then they be like, oh, I'm cool, I'm doing this, I'm gonna do this. I'm woo, by themselves. You don't never hear, you don't, how many people you actually hear telling about their team or the people that they've been fooling with for all these years, how they still on their back riding with them to the top?
It's some that exists and some that don't.
Braun, Kevin Hart,
Chris Rock.
Who? I don't know nobody.
Everybody Chris Rock produced with.
No. I'm talking about like coming up from nothing with.
Oh well, that's what I'm saying. Like people,
they team.
I'm guessing.
Braun got a team.
Well, that's because you know. That's because you know Braun history.
But see, but Braun he up there when you talk about rich black generational wealth niggas. He's up there, bro. Like,
yeah, because he got a chance to create that through sports and through the opportunity that, you know, with helping his boys.
And they still was on, that's all the same niggas that played basketball with him when
Exactly.
he was just getting noticed.
So you
just took
thinking
them
about it, brotherhood and people that smart, like
But
it goes
you know-
hand in hand with the team.
But let me explain going a little bit more to you then. So, cause
Now
we both Brown fans. I know you know.
We're not talking about.
Okay.
We're not talking
So
about.
okay, so don't he pick spots for you if he know where you gonna shoot the three best
And,
at?
and that's what I say. That
Don't he
teamwork-
throw them lobs when he know that all you gonna be doing is hanging up under there? Don't he draw the motherfucking attention if he think that
That's
you
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying.
the high end?
That I understand that. That's where the teamwork comes in.
Yeah.
I dig that. I dig that.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. I'm with you on that. 190%, man.
See?
Look, man, we want to thank everybody for tuning in today.
For sure.
Kicking it with us for the first time go around. I want to send a major shout out to the fam. R.I.P. Zayway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my producer / brother and director, Jay.
Yes. When Goldie speaks.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And y'all come back with us next week. Tune in again while we kick this shit. Might be something way more lively.
Yeah. And we gonna take some more motherfucking shots. Goddamn me. That nigga just woke up. That nigga was sleeping.